Dr. Sajid here with another video clip. We're asked often about what to feed and how to go about getting the child to get used to feeding. So the first part of what to feed is very simple. I have in the previous videos explained that in the first 6 months all you need to do is breastfeed, and if that's not possible, then formula feed is next. So after the 6 months, then you need to introduce solid foods, and solid food should be of different kinds, and they should be introduced slowly. Now, the more variety you give to the child initially, especially of fruits and vegetables, cereals, the more the baby gets used to it, and it's easier for the baby to accept a large number of foods ultimately. So she develops a taste for food. This should continue after the first year of life, when you should cut down the quantity of milk to maybe 2 glasses in a day, and you should be giving table foods. Now, almost all foods can be given unless there are restrictions imposed by your doctor, if there are any allergies of any kind. Barring that, you can give everything to the child at 1 year of age. You should again try and give 2 to 3 helpings of fruits and vegetables. Of course, the main will always be some form of carbohydrate, cereals for example, and we often recommend wheat or rice depending on whatever is the favorite at home. You can also use corn in some instances where wheat or rice does not suit. Of course, in addition to cereals and fruits and vegetables, meat needs to be part of a good meat plan, and you should at least give 3 regular meals like we all eat: breakfast, lunch and dinner, and you can in between give some snacks. Now, what to give in snacks is also very important. You don't want to get the baby or the child to get into the habit of very sugary foods and sweets all the time. So fruits are good snacks, and they should be encouraged. So this is about what to feed. The question are, what are best ways to sort of get the baby or the child to have proper feeding habits. One is that you should always try and feed the baby at proper feeding times. So especially with the child, whether it be 1 year and beyond or whether it be school age, they should understand that this is feeding time, and it should preferably be the whole family eating together. Now, sometimes with working parents that's not possible, and sometimes when a child goes to school at that age this may not be possible, but at least 1 to 2 meals if you can with another member of the family, sitting on a table properly. For little children, you can have a high chair and let the baby sit and eat the same food that you are eating, and let the baby experiment with eating with a spoon, with her hands. Yes, she will make a mess, but that is the way she will learn to eat and also accept a large variety of foods. Again, the emphasis is on a large variety of foods. Of course, make sure you don't give her very hard and large bites, which the baby may not be able to take initially, but as they get older, then they get used to it. Now, there are a few things that we discourage. One is don't get the child into the habit of eating only when the telephone is on, or the iPad is on, or the TV is on. Do not also get the child into the habit of running after the child when you're trying to feed, and do not also try to have no particular timetable for food. So if the child does not understand that this is feeding time And if the family eats together, it's also interaction time, and that is time well spent. So food wise, a large variety with emphasis on fruits, vegetables, and of course inclusion of meat and cereals and milk in a smaller quantity should be encouraged. Water must be given in adequate quantities, especially during the summer, but also during the winter. And sugary foods should be avoided, especially at the expense of regular meals. Of course, after a child has had proper food, some dessert may be added. These are what we call healthy habits, and if they develop them early during childhood, they will retain them as they get older.